I made it in. I made it in. You know I got it. I'm not. Made it in. I made it in. You know I got it. A damn good football game tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I got scored right quick. Had to take care of things, and that game was on. Philly Field Cowboys won a darn good game tonight. I have to admit that. Welcome live at the spot. The Nard Father is here tonight. It's been a long weekend, but tonight we're gonna get into that Biggie Smalls situation with him up there in Cali. His beef with Craig Mack. Biggie Smalls and Craig Mack was on Bad Boy together early on. For new flavor in the air. I'm kicking in the air. That's a classic as well. Biggie came after, and there was turmoil amongst them two. It was more like a power struggle. Biggie wanted to be the man, that Bad Boy. And Biggie's not always comfortable with somebody running neck and neck with him. Biggie Greg Mack will also feud with Puffy over Craig Mack's management and stuff like that. Craig Mack had a team that Puffy wanted out. And Puffy told Craig Mack he had to get rid of him. Craig Mack wouldn't. So that started a beef between Craig Mack and Bad Puffy and Big that eventually stalled his career. But Biggie going to California, that's a big topic. Everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Please hit that like button as y'all come in. I surely appreciate it. Welcome in. Leave a comment. Biggie did not have to go to California. Biggie could have, whatever Puffy wanted him to do, Puffy said he wanted Biggie in California so he could help Puffy with his album. Whatever verses Biggie could have made, he could have stayed in New York and made those verses. And then after that, he could have shipped it out there. See, the thing about being in a recording studio, everybody don't have to be in the same room. You can make your verse here, I can make my verse there. Then you send it to the that is going to, and he could combine everything together. But Puffy insisted on bringing Biggie out there. He wanted Biggie out there. It was too early. See, that's the thing. It was too early for Biggie to go out there because Tupac just lost his life 6 months prior to Biggie coming out there. A lot of people didn't know Biggie was in Cali. But like I said before, I was out there 2 weeks before he lost his life. I was out there 2 weeks prior. I came out there at the end of February, and I left the first week of March. I was out there for 2 weeks, like a week and a half. And I spoke to Cali people out there because we didn't know Big was out there. Because had I known, I would have went and got him. I would have went and found him. Big, yo, watch your back. Because I had to watch my back out there just because I was from New York. And my nickname back then was Big B. You know, and sounded too much like Biggie. And a lot of them Cali boys wanted me to hang out with them here and there. I went to go because it all sounded good. But I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of nervous about it. See, when I go places with people that I don't know and I feel uncomfortable, especially if I'm starting to smoke weed and stuff, I feel funny, nervous, afraid, and ready to strike. I'm ready to strike. Because at any second, I feel like I got to fight for my life to get out of there. So had I known Big was out there, I would have found to myself, yo, Big, yo, listen, man, these people talking out here, man. It's a lot of talk about you being out here. And if you don't leave here, something gonna happen. I would have went and told him dumb words or words similar to that effect. But I would have let him know. I couldn't even go to Cali and get all comfortable out there. I was out there for my son anyway. So I made that time to be with him. But at nighttime, I wanted to move around a little bit. Daytime, I wanted to go to the park while he's in school. I'm in the park chilling, shoot some ball, smoke some weed in the park, and I was meeting people. But Puffy insisted on Biggie being out there. Puff had beef too. It was a lot of pressure on Puffy to bring Biggie out there. It was almost like, in my eyes, the way I see it, allegedly, the way I see it, rather you bring him out here, or we gonna deal with you type situation. Not saying that's what it was, but if you ask me what I think about it, for me being out there, that's the way it was. They kept saying we don't have no beef with nobody from the East Coast, only Biggie. And me from Brooklyn, like Big, it was a lot of similar stuff. You know what I'm saying? I felt myself. These guys could take me somewhere, and they could leave me right there. That's how I felt. That's how I truly felt. I felt like these guys could bring me in there, bring me somewhere with them, and leave me wherever they wanted to leave me at. That's the way I truly felt. And I avoided, like, one guy, big Reg, whatever his name was. He was a real cool dude. He had a Porsche and all. Like, he wanted to hang with me. We was gonna go to this club and we was gonna chill, this and that. He called my phone about 25 times, man. My son's family kept saying, "Don't answer that phone. Don't answer that phone." He called me 25 times at least, and I wouldn't answer the phone. People out there that kept saying, when he come out here, we're gonna deal with him. California is gonna deal with him when he come out there. And I'm looking in these guys' faces like, yo, these guys are serious, man. These guys are serious. And the same people that was telling me that wanted me to hang out with them. Yo, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. But Big was the sacrificial lamb for Tupac losing his life. They felt Biggie had everything to do with Tupac losing his life. Even if Puffy had something to do with it, or if he didn't, Puffy probably had to buy his way out of that. Like, yo, it wasn't me. Here goes some money. Boom. All these years later, we come to realize Puffy had both coasts on lock. He had the East Coast on lock. He had the West Coast on lock on the down low. Now, you could say Suge Knight had it, this and that, and I would agree with you 100%. Puffy was spending a lot of money out there on the West Coast for his protection, for his life, for his well-being. Puffy spent a lot of money on the West Coast, allegedly, as of whatever story he told. People was like, yeah, if they took that money, they agreed with what he was saying. But one thing he had to do was he had to bring Biggie out to the West Coast by any means. If he knew what was good for him, rather you bring Biggie out here, or you're not welcome out here anymore. If you can't get him out here, we're going to take it out on you. That's your man. Allegedly. I'm not saying that's what happened. Because then I'm putting the blame on Puffy myself. But that's what they saying. Rather you bring him out here, or you gonna suffer the consequences that he's supposed to suffer. Come on. Anybody and everybody knew Biggie had no business being out there. By the time I got home and I watched the Soul Train Awards and I could see him on TV saying Tony Braxton won the award, I was like, no, he had no business being out there. He had no business. It was too early. And then you got songs going back to California taking it like you rubbing that in their faces. But I think Biggie to this day had that attitude because Snoop Dogg came to the Garden when Tupac was locked up, and he put on a scene out there in the Garden. Shit, we West Coast, we know where we at, this and that. Snoop talked a lot of junk. On the north, I'm from Brooklyn. Big's from Brooklyn. I felt the way about it. I felt the way about it. I'm watching that on TV. I'm like, yo, no, he didn't. So Snoop Dogg was a beloved person until he got on the stage and said that. People hated Snoop for years, man. Now New York love him again. It was a lot of in between people that was involved in that situation. You had people who wanted big, and you had people that was playing both sides of the fence, finding out the information, seeing what they saying, how they felt. Biggie never had a chance. He thought his people had his back, and maybe most of them did. But once he touched down on that West Coast, it wasn't a damn thing he could do about it. Biggie wasn't sitting once he touched down on that West Coast, man. And all the parties, they kept telling him to go to this party, go to that party. Biggie was skipping a lot of parties. Nah, I ain't going. Nah, I ain't going. Then he made a few appearances. So people like, yo, he out. Biggie had no business being at that vibe party that night. They used that party for his Life After Death album. It was more like a song. It was more like a going away party. But he didn't know it. That was his going away party. Your album is called Life After Death. Well, we're going to see. This is the party right here. We're going to see if it's life after death. That's what the hitters and the people that was after him, that's the way they thinking. This party is your life after death party. That wasn't no album release party and this and that, and they playing this song all night long at the Vibe Museum and all of that. All of that was to make him comfortable. All that was to make Biggie Smalls comfortable for what was about to happen to him when he left that party. That's all that was. One of Puffy's men caught a phone call from a guy in jail. Listen, this is the night they going after him. Because they knew after that night Big was going to leave soon, whether he was going to go here or he was going to go there. But they knew Big was about to be out. It's going down that night. Now, how a guy that's doing time in Supermax, when you lock down 23 hours a day and you only allow 1 hour outside your cell, how he make a phone call to California? He's in Colorado, Supermax. How he knows to make a phone call to let Bad Boy know that it was going down that night, that Biggie was gonna lose his life that night. How did he know? That means somebody had to inform him. There was no prisoner in there that informed him. Maybe it was. It was the officers. That word was traveling. We're gonna get him this night. This is the night right here. When he leaves this party, we're gonna get him. They taunting him in the party that whole night, throwing up gang signs at him. West side, nigga, west side. Pulling up their shirt like they got something. They was taunting him that whole night on the down low. Then when he was leaving the party, the taunting intensified. We coming for you tonight. This is your night. We're gonna see if it's life after death tonight. Tonight we're gonna see if it's life after death. Biggie got played, man. Biggie got played out there on the West Coast, man. And the West Coast is a beautiful place, man. I mean, you can see the sunset for real. Golden sun, golden skies. You see the sunset. It's beautiful out there in California. The palm trees is beautiful in California. I've been out there quite a few times. I've been out there to California. I've been to Hollywood. I've been through the hoods, Malibu Beach. It's beautiful out there. And speaking of California, rest in peace to Suzanne Summers, man. When I seen that last night, my heart was broke. I love Chrissy on Three's Company. Malibu Beach, they have the amusement park when Three's Company come on. Three's Company too. Then Jack is in the park with them. He getting on the rides with them. That's on one of the ends of Malibu Beach. I'm like, wow. California is a beautiful place, but it wasn't a beautiful place for Biggie Smalls to be 6 months after Tupac lost his life, and they blaming Biggie and Puffy for it. But Puffy was out there. They said they was after Puff too. They would have tried to get Puff if they couldn't get Big. They wanted Biggie. When I was out there in Cali, nobody said they wanted Biggie and Puffy. Nobody said they wanted Puffy. They said they wanted Biggie Smalls, the Notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace. They wanted one person because they had it in their souls. They had it in their minds. They had it in their hearts that he was the one responsible for Tupac losing his life. The West Coast rode hard for Tupac, man. They rode hard for him. And I mean that. They rode hard for him. They didn't say Keefy D name. They didn't say Baby or Orlando Anderson. They didn't say them. They said they wanted Biggie Smalls. I was out there. I got out there like February 20-something. And I left March 6th. I got home March 7th. I got home March 7th. March 6th. I got home that Thursday. Big went to the Vibe Museum on the 8th. After midnight, it became the 9th. He lost his life. After midnight. I woke up the next morning. I go to the store. I'm coming from the store. And I hear people, yo, you heard Big died last night. What? I come in the house. My kids crying because they watching it on the damn news. I'm like, yo, what the? I'm coming in to tell them they in there watching it. I'm like, oh. They got him. That's what they were saying. They got him. They didn't say he got killed. They said they got him. Biggie had no business being in Cali. Puffy had no business calling that young man to Cali. His mother had to come out there and bring him back home. Her only child, her only son. She go in the hotel room. She could still smell him. She see his clothes laid out on the bed. His scent was still in the room. She said, Christopher? She calling his name, Christopher? But she already knew he lost his life because she got the phone call. She got on the plane knowing her son was gone. She got off the plane knowing her son was gone. She got in the car with the people that was waiting for her knowing her son was gone. She went to his hotel room. The first place she went was to his hotel room where her son laid his head. and called Dad his home until he left there. And she could smell his scent. Christopher? Christopher? No mother deserves that, man. You know? Big time shout out to Dot, man. Dot lost one of her sons. No mother deserved that. But he was in a bike accident. You know what I'm saying? Still, she ain't deserved that. Shout out to Dot, man. You know? Dot is a good person. I rocks with Dot. Sometimes I piss her off a little bit. But Dot showed me love, man. You know what I'm saying? She showed me love, and I appreciate that from her. And I want to thank her for that. No mother deserves that. This woman goes, she gets a phone call from her son saying that he's going to Cali. And she's like, Christopher, I really feel a way about you going out there. I don't want you to go out there. Mom will be all right. He calling his mother every day out there, letting his mother know he's all right. He skipped a lot of them parties, a lot of them vibe parties, a lot of them California parties. Oh, excuse me. Like me, when I went to the parties, I went to the parties on the low. And I never went to a party with none of them California guys, man. I ain't trust them. I ain't trust them. I ain't want to be in a damn newspaper guy from Brooklyn, New York, come out here and lose his life. God forbid. If that would have happened, Biggie would have read that in the damn newspaper. Oh. And like I said, my family from my grandfather's side helped look after him. And they got the same last name. So once he'd have seen the same last name, he'd seen that last name, he would have called home. Like, yo, you know him? That was my family from my grandfather's side. I knew them a little bit. We didn't mess with them that much. There was a little issue there, but that was his side of the family. But when he would have seen my last name, he would have got the hell out of there then. I was in California when he was out there, but I didn't know Biggie was in Cali. Had I known Biggie was in Cali, I would have went and found his ass. Biggie, listen, they after you, man. They after you. You got to get the hell out of here. I don't know if you'd have listened to me, but I would have found him. I would have had my son's neighbor drive me around until we found him. The California people wanted him badly, man. Hit that like button, y'all. I appreciate it. Love is love. Some California people wanted Biggie, man. They wanted him badly because it was probably what somebody else told them. Listen, I ain't do it, man. It was him. Yo, people throw people under the bus, man. People save themselves and got to sacrifice you in the process of them saving themselves. Come on. People save themselves in the process of them saving themselves. They didn't go back and forth out there. They was cool with them. They let them eat. They let them live. Brooklyn had to watch their behinds when they went there. So they telling me, yeah, we going to get Biggie. When he come out here, we getting him. By the way, do you want to go out? Go out tonight? Like, I'll call you. A couple of the other guys, I'll call you. Let me have your number. Yeah, I ain't calling niggas. But one, I gave my number. Two, when he called me, I was like, nah. He called me for a whole hour straight, 25 times. just kept calling me, kept calling me. For a person that don't know me in the state of knowing they want Biggie smashed, they want his life taken, and you calling me, I felt the way, man. I felt like I was the pawn. I come from Brooklyn, but I'm from Brownsville. He's from Bed-Stuy, which is a hop, skip, and a jump away. It's not far. We're in the same borough. We just on the other side. Yo, he from where? He from Brooklyn? What's his name? His name is Big B. All right, from Brooklyn, from Mike Tyson town, from Brownsville. Yo, get him. Bring him out here. We gonna get him tonight. We gonna get him tonight for Biggie. That's the way I took it. And if I'm not mistaken, that's what was gonna happen. If I'd have went with that guy in that Porsche that night, I wouldn't have made it back to my son's house just because I was from Brooklyn, visiting California, and they couldn't get Biggie, so they gonna get me instead. That's the way I felt. That guy called me 25 times straight. Only women have called me that many times. They calling me and I ain't answering the phone and stuff like that. Only women. Yo, women, like a guy. Seemed like a nice dude, nice guy and everything. But them California guys and New York guys is we more hardcore looking. They more laid back, smooth looking. Like they cool with it. Them guys was and praying that I went with them that night in California. Welcome in the chat, guys. Hit the thank you. Leave a comment. You know. Now here I am. I'm in California, not knowing Biggie's in California, but I'm having conversations with the West Coast boys. I'm having conversations with the Cali boys, and they all telling me the same thing. We don't have no beef with the East Coast. We don't have no beef with New York. We only got a beef with Biggie. And when he come out here, we gonna get him. Biggie was thrown underneath the bus, man. He was thrown underneath the bus, and like I said, Puff allegedly and probably was put under pressure. Listen, you rather get him out here or you not welcome out here no more. And Puffy had a lot going on out there in Cali. You know? He had a lot going on out there. So allegedly people thinking, assuming, I'm not saying this what happened. And if I did feel that's what happened, I got a sugarcoat and accuse a person out loud, you know. But if some people was to bet on it, they would say Puffy was under pressure from the California people to bring Biggie out there, or he wasn't welcome out there no more, or if he was to be, he was gonna get it. Rather he gonna get it, or you gonna get it. Then there was a lot of in between guys that was cool with Biggie, like Snoop Dogg. I got a lot of respect for him, but a lot of people in the streets felt like he was an in between guy, like he played two sides of the fence. That's what Tupac was saying. He'll come to me and get cool with me, and we'll talk about so and so. Then he'll go to so and so and relay the message. He was the messenger, allegedly. That's how people looked at Snoop. So for years, a lot of people didn't like people wasn't feeling Snoop. You know what I'm saying? It started when he went in the film part of the garden, and he took the microphone from Dr. Dre. Was like, you know, we West Coast, we know where we at. You know, you ain't got no love for us. When he did that, a lot of people didn't like Snoop for that for years. Now people got a lot of respect for him. Snoop survived the game in a lot of ways, so he's more smarter, a little smarter of it. Like me at my age, if I'm gonna beef with somebody, I'm trying to diffuse it. Like if somebody wait till they get my age and they want all the beef, they want all the drama. If you come, me coming from New York, I seeing people like that, that means they was punks their whole life. You used to get smacked up your whole life. Why you wait until you get to your middle age? Why you wait until you get to your 40s and your 50s, and now you want to act all hard like you a body? Now you want to be body. A dude like me be like, nah, I don't want no beef with you, man. People laugh. People on the internet have laughed because I said, man, I love you, man. You want to know why I say I loved you? Because 20, 30 years ago, I hated you, and I whip your ass. Now I'm a little wiser. I've been through all of that. Only way I'll come out of retirement and be violent is if I have to. But I'm going to try to diffuse it before I have to. Now all of a sudden, you in your 40s and 50s now, oh yeah, I'm tough, I'm bad. Kid, there's a lot of soul soldiers that's in the streets. I leave that to them. A lot of them young boys out there in the streets in their late teens, 20s, early 30s. Even when you're in your 30s, how old is your kids? Your kids is at least teenagers now. Man, take your ass home, get your kids ready for damn school tomorrow. By the time I was in my 30s, I was at home cooking dinner and, you know what I'm saying, taking my kids to football practice and cheerleading practice and kung fu practice. The streets was always a myth to me. But by the time I hit my early 30s, I was done with the streets. I had to get up and go to work tomorrow. Shit, man, listen. I don't have to act tough in my 40s and 50s because I did that already. I can still act tough once in a while. You know, it's the man in me. But I don't have to go out there. I don't have no points to prove. If somebody approached me, listen, man, you got it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problems with you, man. I could talk my way out of it. Listen, I don't want no problem with you, man. And they could look in my face and be like, nah, you know he cool, man. OMG is cool, man. Leave him alone. Unc is all right. And I could walk away from it. But if I have to go that route, I'll go that route. See, it's the difference when you have to and when you don't have to. I ain't got no points to prove in these streets, man. The YouTube streets, the New York streets, wherever I go with respect and honor. See, when you hit my age, you're supposed to have that honor already bestowed upon you. So when you speak to these people, they can see that honor. And they let me live. They let me walk. They let me do my thing. They leave me alone. They can tell me like, yo, yeah, you can tell you, yeah. Nah, Unc is cool. But me being in the state of California back then and letting them people know I was from New York, I was wearing all kind of Army fatigues back then. The Army fatigue 2-piece set, jumper. I was wearing the Timbs. They knew I wasn't from out there. I dressed different from them, way different. I was chilling too. I was chilling. But I had that New York style. They could look at me and like, this nigga dressed like back then. That's what people was wearing, the Army fatigues and stuff. They could tell. I rode the Greyhound out there. I rode the Greyhound from New York to California. I took a plane back, but I rode a Greyhound. I wanted to see the whole country. We rode through the whole country. I wanted to see everything that I could see, and I got to see. I took a cross country trip on the Greyhound bus. It took me 2.5 days, almost 3 days. It took me 66 hours. I got out there. I got cool with people. I was cool with them out there. I was like, yo, man, what's up? Cool, what's up? And they was like, yo, where you from? New York. And they'll look at me like, they gave me that look, nigga out here. Like they gave me that look like, yo, let's get them. But then they got cool with me. See, them Cali boys is suave. They'll rock you to sleep with that kindness. Yo, you cool, man. Let's go out tonight, man. We gonna hang out tonight. I pick you up about like 9, 10. So you taking me into the middle of the night. We're gonna go out there, smoke weed, we're gonna get drunk. And I don't even know if you're gonna bring me back to my son. I was living in California at the time. That's my oldest son. I don't even know if you're gonna bring me back home to my son. So if I'm not home by the daytime and they call my phone and I don't answer, they know I'm laid out some damn way. They already know because they from Cali. They live out there now. So they know what it's like. Oh, he's laid out somewhere. Oh my God. They got him. They wanted Biggie so bad. To me, the way I seen it, they wanted Biggie so bad, they'd have made me an example if I'd have gave them a chance to do so. They wanted Biggie badly out there. That's why I don't know how the heck Puffy brought him out there. And then he had no security. They said they couldn't afford security. What? You got 23 guys in a group and only one guy got a gun. What? Are you serious? 23 guys, only one guy got a gun, and he's from California. The one guy that had the gun, he's from California. You got it, girl. You have a good night. Miss Wakefield all day. I got love. Love for stopping by. You know, that's the way it is. Did y'all see that TD Jakes thing I had posted up today? How Tyler Perry put his hand on his head and he caught the Holy Ghost because Tyler Perry gave him $1 million damn dollars. Yo, I posted that video today because I laughed so hard off of that. I watched it at least 5 times straight, man. Like I just kept watching it. I couldn't stop watching it. Like he caught that damn Holy Ghost. But sometimes you need sponsors. You need people that help you get to a better place of where you're going. So if y'all got it in your hearts tonight, feel free to cash app. You know what I'm saying? I would surely be very appreciative of it. You know? So it's good to have people help support the cause. I'm not gonna lie. I'm all for it. But I was like, like when Tyler Perry went up there and he said $1 million. And you can see TD Jakes and them, they up there like, what? And then the girl said at the end, let the baby out. TD Jakes had the Holy Ghost to the point where it looked like he was about to push the baby out. That's what she was saying. Push the baby out. Yo, that's classic. That's classic. But let's get back to Big, man. His mother had to go all the way to California, ride 5.5, 6 hours on a plane to pick her son's body up and bring him back to New York. I don't wish that on no mother, man. They say we're supposed to bury our mothers. Our mothers is not supposed to bury us. Yeah, I see what's going on out here in the YouTube streets with the beef going on, people talking about each other, mothers and fathers, and I have nothing to do with that. So I'm not going to speak on it. That's not my lane. That's a perfect example of stay in your own lane. My lane is what I'm doing now. Talking about Biggie. His mother had to go all the way to California and get her son and bring her son all the way back to New York. So was Biggie set up? Y'all can leave a comment if y'all feel he was. I'm not going to say a certain person set him up, but yeah, there was a setup involved. Then you had the LAP trying to blame who was from Death Row Records. He's a producer with the LAPD. And they had other guys like Diddy that was allegedly in on the hit. It was allegedly there was police involved in the hit on Biggie Smalls. And once he showed his face out there, because some people already knew he was out there, they just didn't know where. But once he showed his face out there, they had a location. He dropped his location. See, now people drop their locations when they go live, and it's easy for people to come look for you. Once you drop your location, yeah, I'm here, and people know where to find you at. They come to that place immediately. When Biggie went to the Soul Train Awards in California, he dropped his location, and people knew where he was at. See, he was already going back and forth out there after Tupac got hit the first time, but Tupac was still alive. But Biggie knew he wasn't welcome then. They was trying to run down on him then. But once Tupac lost his life, it was on. But he still felt a certain way because California people were still coming to New York, and they was getting love out here. Niggas from New York wasn't even touching them. New York people let the California people come out here and live, get back on the plane and go back home. And then New York commenced to fighting with each other. California people was hell bent on keeping the outsiders on the outsiders or eliminate the undesirable outsiders that was coming in. It really wasn't no joke, man. It really wasn't no joke. New York people, see, that's the problem with New York people. We fight each other. But when other people come in our hometown, we show them love. We all aces with them. So when the California people was coming to New York, Snoop Dogg and all them was coming to New York, and you know what I'm saying? They was welcome. New York people make sure they get on a plane and get back home. New York people commence to fighting each other. All right, now we're gonna fight each other now. California people, if they say you're not on the West Coast, you're not welcome on the West Coast. And they make it hot for you. Now that's what everybody be saying now on the West Coast. You out here in Cali, boy, you crazy. You got chump niggas that be trying to bar you from Cali now. Yo, what? You saying that? But that slogan, when it come down to outsiders, we rather gonna welcome you or you not. Look at Pop Smoke. He went to Cali. He lost his life out there. Home invasion. He got hit up. And then you got the West Coast people saying, well, he didn't check in. So they saying he didn't pay for our security. Had he checked in with us, that would have never happened to him. You got outsiders coming sometime in New York and don't have to check in because that's how much love New York give them. But when you deal with certain people from New York, and I know some of the people that get down like that, and some of that have rubbed off on me. If you don't check in New York, the NYPD gonna be your best friend. Because I know niggas that make it hot. Hot. I know niggas that come stick up everything. And some got itchy trigger fingers. But everybody should be able to go to everybody's hometown and show each other love. But when you go to certain people's hometown and you're not from there and that's your first time there, you don't know your way around there. So you got some grimy dudes that'll try to make some moves. Believe me, if I come to your hometown for the first time, I'm covered. The people who got me covered ain't even got to stand next to me. I'm covered. I've heard people on the internet, like when I say certain things like boom, 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 or whatever, or I'm in tune with a lot of people out of town and stuff like that. I am. I heard other people say it too on their platform so their people can hear it. I know a lot of people, man. I know a lot of people. So when I go places, I'm good. I can meet people out of town that I never met before. I'm good. I know who I could go someplace with and who I can't go no place with. Them Cali boys, I knew I couldn't go nowhere with them. I knew getting in the car with them going out, I was one against thousands. I was like one against a whole state. I was food. I was a plate of food to them. When you go certain places, it ain't where you from, it's where you at. And you got to think about that because your life could be at stake. Biggie, his mans in them was supposed to had his back. I mean, you in the truck, you riding, wasn't nothing nobody can do. Biggie had no business getting in that truck right outside that place in front of everybody. I'm a true New York nigga. When I feel funny places, I want to know where the back door is at, the side door. I'll tell you that I'm gonna probably leave me at 4:30. I can't give up all my whereabouts and what I know, and I can't give away all my plans. I'm funny about that. And I only wish Biggie was funny about that too. But like I said, when Snoop Dogg came to New York and he talked his junk, Biggie wanted to really do the same thing. He indirectly did it. But the difference between Snoop being in New York and Biggie being in Cali is the New York people didn't line up. Come on, New York people were supposed to rush them. They're supposed to rush them. It was supposed to have been a riot in that garden. But it wasn't. It was about peace. New York people was about peace too. Be that way with your own people too. If you can show California peace in the midst of an ongoing feud, you can show your own people the same thing. So the difference was that. And when Biggie went to Cali, he said what he had to say, the soldiers in California lined up. They formed up. He's out here. Oh, shit, he out here? When I woke up the next day and I went to the store and I'm coming back from the store, all I could hear is, they got him. We all woke up about the same time. The TVs wasn't on yet. I brushed my teeth and stuff, and then I go to the store By the time I come back from the store, I'm hearing it. So by the time I get back in the house, the TVs is on. That was all over the TV. They got him. They got him. Biggie had no business being in California. 6 months after Tupac lost his life, they really underestimated the strength that California had on being hell bent on avenging Tupac's death. They underestimated that. Not Puffy, Biggie. Puffy already knew, allegedly, how California truly felt. Puffy allegedly knew how California get down. California allegedly told Puffy, listen, you saying you ain't have anything to do with it? And I'm sure Puffy paid some money under the table. A lot of money. Okay, I'll tell you what. You rather bring him out here or you not welcome out no more? You rather get Biggie out here or you not welcome out here? Because Biggie did show consideration when Tupac lost his life, but he like a hardcore dude. He gone, I don't wish no death on no one. But they wasn't feeling Biggie and what he was saying in his comments regarding Tupac losing his life. To the California people, they probably was thinking he don't care. Look how he talking. Word, come out here. Biggie was making comments instead of just saying, "Yo, rest in peace, Pac." I have nothing else to say about it. Just rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish that. Biggie was doing interviews about Tupac losing his life before he went to Cali. So the California people was highly upset with him. Boy, they was highly upset with him. They said by any means, they told me this when I was in California. I got back March 7th. Biggie lost his life March 9th. No, I got back, Thursday? 6th. I got back March 6th. The 8th is when they went to the Vibe Museum. After midnight on, he lost his life. Right after midnight. I got home March 6th. They told me this without us knowing. We didn't know he was out there. If he come out here, we're going to get him. I have no beef with the East Coast. We don't have no beef with New York. We don't have no beef with nobody. They said only Biggie. I never forget them words. Only Biggie. It's sad, man. It's sad. Then his mother got to go all the way out there and get his body and bring his body back. That's crazy. That's crazy. They say when you live that life, you know what I'm saying? But when you walk out your door, in a lot of ways, you got to be about that life. Safety first. When you walk out your house, when you lock your door and you start wherever you going, the first thing is safety. When I walk out my door and I lock my door, I'm already thinking about coming back home and sticking my key back in that door and making it in the house. Just like I lock my door to go out, I'm going to unlock my door and come back in. Day is over. My journey is over. My day is over. I'm in the house. What's to eat? I don't even want to go back outside to the store. And now it's getting dark earlier now out here. I don't even like going outside when it's dark. Why? Because of the bad guys? I feel safer with the bad guys. I ain't do nothing to them. 7 o'clock, you got raccoons running around out here now. I come home tonight at 7 o'clock. Stop by Dot House real quick. I'm coming home from Dot House. I look up like 200 feet away. I can see a raccoon over there. I'm like, what the hell? They outside early now. Raccoons don't come outside till 11:30, 12, like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning is when the raccoons come out. outside 7 o'clock now. 7 o'clock. Man, I'm out of here. I'm upstairs. I ain't coming back out tonight. You know, you have to make it home safe. And one thing Biggie didn't do was he didn't make it home safe. Puffy should not have called him out there to California. That was the wrong move. Hit that like button, y'all. Show me some support, please. Appreciate it. Let's continue growing here. We're not doing bad. We're not doing bad at all. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna call us a short night soon. I was watching that game tonight. That was a damn good game tonight too. That was a damn good game. Philly Field Cowboys won. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know, Biggie Smalls had no reason to be in California and he had an entourage of 23 people, and only one person had a gun. And that one person that had a gun came from California. Hold on. Ooh, excuse me. That was a young one right there. Ain't even sleepy yet. But, you know, so y'all know this man beef. Y'all know this, and y'all protecting him for one California. Home team, which is California, they got whatever guns the hell they want. Whatever they want. Gun. Hey, the person with the one gun comes from California. You ought to be ashamed. See, that's where people gotta be held accountable. People gotta be held accountable. If you're the one that leads this group and you brought this man out here, something happened to him, and there's only one gun, you held accountable for that. Somebody gotta pay for this. But there was beef within the bad boy camp long after Craig Mack was gone. See, that's what I want to look into. I want to look into beef that Biggie and Puffy had, because there was beef. Biggie said it in one of his songs, because I was a criminal before this rap shit, bust a gat shit. Puff won't even know what happened. Somebody got to die. If I go, you got to go. Who was he singing that to? I was a criminal before this rap shit, bust a gat shit. Puff won't even know what happened. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. So there was beef between Biggie and Puff over money, a lot of stuff. Oh, I didn't even know y'all was commenting. Showing support. Look at Books. Bonnie Mae, thank you very much, Books. See, yo, my phone is crazy. My phone is. We'll catch the replay. Good night. Show enough. You have a good night, baby. I ain't even know y'all was here. These comments just came out of nowhere. Like, oh, thank you very much for stopping by. Books. I'm getting show. I feel blessed, man. I feel blessed. I ain't even know y'all was commenting. You know, and sure enough, been coming through. So I got to salute that. Come on now, I got to salute that. Yeah, rap is something else. You know what I'm saying? Rap is definitely rap is. I feel blessed though. I feel blessed because you know what I'm saying. I feel good about coming up here. I feel blessed in these YouTube streets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to ignore y'all. A woman, man. That's what I'm talking about. I need the woman up here. It just popped up. Like when I put my own comment up, like 5, 6 comments just popped up with it. But I didn't tell y'all something. I had one of my phones I actually lost yesterday. This phone sometimes store. I don't know. I dropped my phone. I don't know. I lost my phone somewhere, and I'm calling it, and it was ringing. Then they just cut the phone off. So it's through the projects where I'm from. So I have a reward for my phone. But if I don't get it by Thursday, I'm just gonna have to get a new phone. But I lost my main phone yesterday, and it hurted me. And this phone sometimes it uploads slowly. Broke my heart, man. Broke my damn heart. So this is my bullshit phone right here. I'm using it. Yo, I'm tight. I'm tight. That other phone is my main phone. So I'm gonna cut the phone. They cut the phone off. They not using it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna cut the phone off, and I'm gonna get the same number. So and then my email and stuff, everything will pop up in that phone. Then I'll be back. My contacts and everything. But I have the contacts in this phone too. So thank goodness. Oh, rap songs does have meaning. Yeah. She had meant song. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Rap songs. He was telling stories. His rap song. It was definitely. That's right, Corporate McMahon. Shout out to Corporate McMahon. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by. It definitely have meaning to it. Rap songs have meaning, and Tupac for life, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Even though this story isn't about Tupac, it still is about Tupac. Because what happened to Biggie in California was about Tupac. So definitely shout out to Tupac. Definitely. 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 Most definitely. Tupac had no business losing his life. Biggie had losing his life. That's just it. These is two artists that was changing. It changed the game. And a lot of people ain't like that being outside the whole game up together, man. Without, imagine the peace that would have been amongst black people, period, had these two stayed together. All they would have did was brought people together. Their songs would have brought people together. But it was already a conspiracy, and I'm gonna say this: it was already a conspiracy against them two. Because by them two changing the whole game, they would have locked the whole industry down. So the industry had to divide them two. The industry had to divide them two and have them beefing and shooting and killing each other. Because maybe nobody else wouldn't have made money. A lot of people made money after Biggie and Tupac lost their lives. Jay-Z became Jay-Z after Big lost his life. Nas was already Nas, but he became bigger Nas when Biggie and Tupac lost their life. Everybody blew up more after Biggie and Tupac lost their lives. So Tupac and Big losing their lives benefited a lot of people, including Puffy. Puffy was making money off of Big for the last 27, 26 and a half, almost 27 years. No, 27 and a half years. Big died in 97. It's 2023 now. 26 and a half years? That's longer than Biggie was alive. That's longer than Tupac was alive. And immediately after Tupac lost his life, everything that was for him quadrupled. Biggie, everything quadrupled. Who blew up after Big died from Bad Boy? The people that was alive didn't know. Somebody else left a comment. Mace. Yes, it was a conspiracy, most definitely. Most definitely, Books. A lot of people benefit from them two losing their lives. A lot of people careers catapulted after they lost their lives. Yes, without a doubt. When you become a superstar, you can't be in the streets. You can't be around a lot of people the way you used to. You almost gotta hide. That's just the way it is. Excuse me. But it's easier to find people nowadays due to the internet. Locations is easier to be dropped now than it was then. You could Google somebody and find out where they at. Let's say that. Back then it was a little harder, much harder. That orange juice is nice and cold. Excuse me, y'all. I just drank the last of it. Excuse me. It was definitely harder back then to find people. It's more easier these days to find people. So you got to spend that money. You got to up your security. You just can't mingle with people the way you want to. Nipsey Hussle was a perfect example. He was still in the hood. He had his stores. He bought that whole mall. That's something that he loved doing. He built that. He built that. And he lost his life on the turf that he built. Yes, they was both going to be huge. Books is right. They was going to be more huge than Puffy and Suge. They was going to surpass them. Biggie and Tupac had the power to surpass the people that put them on. Well, Suge rescued Pop. He bailed him out. Puffy put Big on. So a lot of people would look at it like they wasn't going to let them pass them. What's that song Puffy made on his album, No Way album? I only care halfway, getting money in the fast way, but I still can't let you pass me. Listen to their stories. Listen to what they be saying. I still can't let you pass me. He made that with the Locks. I only care halfway. A lot of people would think Big and Puff was like brothers at the hip. They had beef. They had beef. It definitely was a conspiracy. Yes. The conspiracy was to eliminate them both. And if you notice, they trying to blame Puff for both of them. Puffy said something to Big. He said he wanted to be the last man standing. So when it come down to Biggie, Puffy, Suge, and Tupac, who last man standing? Puffy. And very quietly, who's standing with him? That was involved playing both sides of the fence? Snoop. Okay. Okay. Snoop name don't be in there, but Snoop name is very well in there on the down low. But out of the four, three lost their no, two lost two. One is in jail. Sugar's in jail. Tupac, Big, they gone. Puffy's still out here. And Sugar's in jail snitching too. I don't care what nobody say. Suge want to come home early. Suge not giving up no information unless Snoop Dogg. I love him, man. When he first came out, I love Snoop. But when he went on the Soul Train Awards in 1995, and he said, y'all don't care about us. Y'all don't care about us. When he started screaming in New York, a lot of us New York people didn't like him after that. A lot of us people did not like him after that. Nah, we didn't. We didn't. And Biggie, I think Biggie took it a certain way too. Big wanted to really get at him for that. But New York people didn't follow through with it. So that's the difference between the New York people and the Cali people. Who backed off like, nah, chill, we gonna catch him, we gonna catch him. Cali people said, let's get him. Some California people sneaky, man. They sneaky. Very sneaky. And they so smile on your face and they'll calm, they'll rock you to sleep. You be like, yeah, I'm down with y'all, I'm down with y'all. They try to lure you in the trap. I was in Cali right before they killed Big. I came home 2-3 days before he died. But I wasn't with them, I was with my son. But like I said earlier, all they kept saying is we don't have no beef with the East Coast and New York. We want Big. And when he come here, we getting him. When he lost his life, the word in New York was they got him. The word in California was they got him. They got him. Biggie really didn't understand how much they really wanted him. He knew it, but he didn't understand it. But Puffy, yo, Big, you gotta come out here, Big. Come on, come out here. Come out here. Puffy had no business bringing Biggie to California, whether Puffy had something to do with his death or not. He had no business bringing Biggie out. That's your number one artist. You're like, yo, and that's somebody's son. Yo, Big, they want you out here, but I'm telling you, don't come out here. Rumor has it, allegedly, that if Puffy didn't bring Biggie out there, because Puffy had it popping out there in Cali. He had money out there in Cali. He's making money. He had the gangs in his pocket. If you don't bring Biggie out here, you're not welcome out here no more. Puffy go to California anytime he wants to now. He go out there whenever he want. And them people do not mess with him. He got houses, he got homes out there. And they do not mess with him. at all. He's well protected out there. But had he not brought Biggie out there, none of that wouldn't even happen. He'd have been a target. He'd have been a target just like Big was. Set up. Exactly. Exactly. They set him right up. Yep, right up. They made him the fall guy. They made everything Biggie Small's fault. And when they made everything his fault, that was it. They made everything Biggie Small's fault. Everything. He did it. That's what people were saying. He did it. I didn't do it. Listen, man, I had nothing to do with that. I'm just trying to praise the Lord and make this money. Yo, some people know how to talk that game. Some people know how to talk that game. Well, if you ain't do it, then that was your man. Yeah, but I understand. But yo, listen, man, you know, blah. Well, I tell you what, you bring him out here. If you don't bring him out here, it's rather him or it's you. That's how that's going. You ain't making no cash out here. You ain't making no money out here. You don't have no peace out here. You would never be able to rest your head in peace out here. You will always have to look over your shoulder out here if you don't bring them out here. Big, come on, let's go, Big. That's how I go. Set up. Just like that. Set up. And that's where people got to be on point. Be on point. You have to know the situation you in. You have to understand the situation you in. More women have saved me from trouble than guys. I don't trust a lot of guys. I can look in their eyes and tell how they moving. Woman is more straight up. Nard, don't go out that front door, Nard. Word, man, they waiting for you. Go out the back door. Hey, go that way, go that way. And while I'm slipping out the back door, she going out the front door, talking to them like, yeah, he coming. She talking to them long enough when I'm out that back door. Instead of them being like, yo, let's go check the back. By the time they realize, let's go check the back, Nard was gone. Woman got me out of there. Walking down the street, listen, Ma, I got this gun on me. Give me that gun, put it in the bag so when the cops do search me, they ain't searching her. They searching me. That's how it was for me back then. But I outgrew all of that. Because I realized I'm in the street doing stuff and I come home 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and my kids was young, 5, 6, 7, 8. I come home and they sitting up on the couch watching TV. What y'all guys still doing up? We waiting on you. I had to think about that, like, wow. I'm out here in the streets doing shit or attempting to doing stuff, and my kids waiting for me. Like they scared I'm not gonna come home. That made me start staying in the house a lot. So when people say, yeah, he just stay in the house, when he come home, he in the house. Yes. I know the true definition of home, sweet home. I got my bed. I can get up. I can go fix me something to eat. I can watch TV. I can go on YouTube. I'm in my house. I'm safe. I'm safe. Grown ass men still in the street. Guys going to jail. Can't even raise their kids. They can't take their kids to the first day of school. They can't take their kids to football practice, baseball practice. They can't go to their daughter's graduation, prom. See, I ain't want to miss that stuff. So it got to a point where I stayed my ass home. Yes, I did. And I'm happy I did. The only thing about being home that's not good sometimes is being home with her. She'll chase me out the house and then get mad because I always got some place to go. Fuck, I fix her ass. You want to start with me? I'm out of here. But it shouldn't even be that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way it is, man. That's the way it is. I like to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Like I said, we're gonna be on this thing every night. You know what I'm saying? I like to thank the people for coming in. I like to thank the people for catching the replays too, because my numbers is getting up slowly but surely. You know what I'm saying? I had to rebuild everything. I gotta build a platform. I got people that's coming in and showing me love and respect. And I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? 33 views. Now I'm getting a couple of hundred. And the numbers is going high. My subscribers has picked up. In the past 2 weeks, I got like 40 subscribers. Like, wow. More and more people coming on to me. I gotta be blessed. Numbers is picking up. You know what I'm saying? I figure by next year, I'll be in the thousands. I gotta stay sincere, I gotta stay sharp, and I gotta believe in what I'm saying, and the people gotta believe in me and what I'm saying. There's no me without y'all. As simple as that. So my respect for the people. You know what I'm saying? But talking about that TD Jakes thing I posted up today, Tyler Perry gave TD Jakes $1 million. The boy caught the Holy Ghost. And the chick talking, push the baby out. He was having a baby up there today. When I posted, I said, look at this video. I said, yo. I watched that there 10 times straight. I just kept watching, man. Just kept watching it. You know what I'm saying? He touched him on his head. That boy's shit. I guess if somebody was to cash at me $1 million right now, I'd be pushing out a baby too. You know what I'm saying? But when I get money, it's not to go out there and I'm gonna go get a 40 ounce with that. If I want to buy a beer, I got money in my pocket. I want to buy cameras. I would, I was thinking about going to film school today, learning how to do like film, like so I could shoot the best YouTube stuff that I could shoot in the damn future. People with that camera equipment and know what the hell they be doing, they be like getting like 80,000 views, 100,000 views, 300,000 views. That's the kind of YouTuber I want to be one day. Anything's possible with the right people and the right touch. I'm not just here to be here. I was looking at Hassan Campbell the other day. He said sometimes he get 40,000 a month, 50,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? $40,000 a month, $50,000 a month. Some people lifesavers don't even be that much. And he getting that in a month. He bringing home $500,000, maybe a little less a year. With that kind of money, I'll be going on tours, different states. See, I ain't stupid. I ain't going in nobody's hometown, lollygagging and stuff like that. I'll be having armed guards and everything out there. You just ain't gonna run up on me like that. I got shooters, legal shooters. What? In case things get out of hand. I'm not in these YouTube streets just to, you know what I mean? I want to take it to the max. I know people been out here on these YouTube streets 14, 15 years, 3,500 subscribers. Somehow he ain't got what I got. No, you ain't got what you got. Because if I was on these YouTube streets for 15 years, my numbers would be much higher. Just a couple of years ago, you was right where I'm at, trying to make a dollar out of 15 cents. So when I say I want to build, that's what I want to do. I want to build. That's what the Cash App is for. I want to build this platform something crazy. You just don't, because you never know. This YouTube stuff might overload. They might just start cutting people off, and only the strong survive. I want to be part of the strong. I think I'm starting to see show enough up here now. A whole lot. Books up here a lot. So, Keena be coming through a lot. We all could grow together in these YouTube streets. All of us. We could grow together in these YouTube streets. When I grow, you grow. When you grow, I grow. I heard somebody talking about Kevin Samuels. I forgot the guy's name. I was watching it. Damn, I just had it on the tip of my tongue. But I'm gonna look. I'm gonna remember him and Kevin Samuels started out at the same time. He remember when Kevin Samuels had 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. He said when Kevin Samuels got to like 10,000 subscribers, his career just took off. He just took off. But they started together and they supported each other. We have to support each other. And y'all supporting me, I'll be coming through supporting y'all. Yo, it's so beautiful, beautiful, man. I got to get a pen and paper, start writing down the names that be coming through. Because I don't like missing people when they be on YouTube. I got to come back and I have to comment on your stuff. I got to keep in contact with you. Next thing you know, we growing together. And that's what it's about. But I would like to thank everybody for coming in. Catch that replay. Let's keep these numbers coming. You know what I'm saying? Because we getting it done. The Nard is out. I'll be back tomorrow night. We in here, y'all. I love y'all all. I swear I do. Rest in peace, Biggie. Rest in peace, Tupac. I love y'all all. Peace.